Man, Rooster, it's got to be 5 o'clock somewhere. And welcome back, everybody, to You Know.
It's that show, baby.
I'm Bishop.
I'm Rooster.
And today...
Hey, bugs!
Bugs!
We're bugging out. We're bugging out. At least we don't live in the South, where the bugs are really like a problem that you have to deal with.
Oh, yeah.
In here, we get them seasonally, you know. In Colorado, it'll be like, you know, we have this little 2-3 month period where there are bugs fucking everywhere, and then the rest of the year they can't survive. So...
Right, because it's winter like 9 months out of the year.
Yeah, exactly. That's all we got to worry about is these little 2 or 3 months. But in this period, we've been annoyed. So we figured we would talk about all the little specimen crawling over us.
I mean, everybody's got these crazy bug stories, you know. And even if you're not somebody that bugs affect you, you still have a story where they creeped you out at some point,
right?
Because everybody's got them, and
because they're fucking bugs. They're gross. I like nature. I do not like bugs. I'll fucking fuck with snakes and spiders before I fuck with a goddamn grasshopper. I hate grasshoppers with a fiery passion. Oh my god. They're like little Terminators. They're fucking metal and they'll hang on to you and fucking... It literally comes from a tragedy of me trying to mow this giant field, and there were like thousands of grasshoppers in this field. So I'm just going along, and I'm literally like huddled behind the steering wheel of the mower because they're jumping up every fucking 2 feet, grabbing onto my lip, and like hanging. I'm like, ah! Ah! Oh my god, I hate fucking grasshoppers so much. God damn, I hate fucking grasshoppers.
Well, it would probably just totally ruin you if you actually go online and read how many grasshoppers are actually in peanut butter.
You've told me about that. That's where you get to crunch. That's where you get to crunch your peanuts.
Well, that's a different story when you're actually eating creamy and you get, oh, what was that? Oh.
See the leg hanging out? Ugh.
Yeah, because by food standards, there's so much foreign matter and particulate, you know, whether it's dirt or plant material or insects, that's allowed to be in your food.
Yeah.
Now, I will tell you that I've actually eaten grasshoppers.
I'm actually sure it's not bad.
It's not.
From what I've heard, I mean...
Depending on how they're prepared.
I was going to say, how do you cook them?
Sometimes you fry them, and sometimes they just dehydrate them. They just inoculate them.
Just dry them out?
Or euthanize them, not inoculate. Euthanize them.
We had to euthanize the grasshoppers.
With high levels of CO2. And then they scoop them all up and then give them a quick wash and then dehydrate them or fry
Is there
them.
literally an industry where they like breed grasshoppers for people to eat?
I mean, the crickets, mealworms.
Wow.
They say it's the next protein source.
What, when we run out of fucking cows, we're going to move on to grasshoppers, or what?
Well, so then the next thing will be, you're going to blame all this other crap on insects. No more cow farts.
Right.
It'll be a bajillion freaking grasshopper farts. They'll be pissed because they're eating all your lawn.
Right.
But yeah, I mean... bugs and arachnids and things like that. I mean, I've been around some really gnarly stuff in my day. And you know, when I was younger, I went to a camping trip, and in the middle of the night, I was sleeping in this tent. And these are old, just A-style frame tents, canvas, and they got these what are they called? Pallet bases that have plywood on top of them. So I'm sleeping.
Sounds comfortable.
This huge thunderstorm comes in, and it just starts downpouring. And I mean, it was raining like cats and dogs. And I woke up because I kept feeling stuff run across my face. And I was like, okay, this is not right. Yeah. But when I turned the flashlight on, the whole interior of this tent was covered in spiders. My whole sleeping bag was covered in spiders.
Oh so my god!
I jumped out.
How big? What spiders?
I mean, they just from little ones, big ones. I mean, now this is the best part. So I run up out of this thing in the rain.
Oh my god!
And I'm literally like trying to make sure I don't have And the other people come running out of the tent, and they go in and they look, and one of the guys that's on the camping trip goes, "Those are brown recluse."
Oh my God!
So the next morning, I ended up sleeping in a car. The next morning, we went down and got the park ranger, and they came down and they took the tent down, and they could see some of the spiders, but they pulled the pallets back, right?
For the grounding.
Mm-hmm. And there was a nest in there, and it's a miracle to this day I wasn't bit.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you, when you turn a flashlight on and you shine it down, and you see a million little eyeballs turn to look at you at the same time.
Oh my God.
Yeah, a little pee comes out.
Yeah.
A little pee comes out.
I'm surprised little poop didn't come out. I'd be fucking out of there.
So, yeah, I mean, for the longest time, I mean, I couldn't, spiders, I couldn't deal with them.
Couldn't fuck with them, yeah.
Couldn't deal with them. But as I got older and realized, that the bugs don't really want anything to do with
Exactly.
it. I mean, there are some out there you got to be careful of.
Yeah.
I mean, just be glad we don't live in Australia.
Yeah. Right?
I feel like that whole continent is trying to kill people.
You going to get fucking groceries and a goddamn flying tarantula comes by and swoops you up like, ah! Help!
It's like that movie, what was it, 8-Legged Freaks? Where the giant spiders are running around eating everybody. It's not good. But yeah, I mean, you got to think of all the crazy stories that people have out there, and we want to hear them. Put them in the comments down below.
Yeah, tell us.
But yeah,
I still have goosebumps, bro. Like, you just fucked with me. God damn, bro. At least in Colorado, and most of the shit we have, like you said, it doesn't want to fuck with you, but it's also small and fairly harmless. It's like we don't have to deal with anything too crazy.
I mean, depending on, like you said, depending on where you are, like down in Texas, like the first time I ever saw a real cockroach. A real
cockroach?
I mean, no, we're not talking about like the little Raid commercial things and like, if you travel around on occasion, you'll see one running around and they're small. And back east, there's a bunch of them.
I was going to say, the only cockroach I've ever seen was like size of 2 quarters.
Now, these things literally they can get up to 3 or 4 inches long.
Oh my God.
And like that wide, right? And they fly.
What?
And they fly. So here, let me set the story up for you. So I'm in the shower down in Texas, and it's a public shower, right?
At like a campsite, or what are you doing?
Yeah, camping, and I'm showering, and I look up, and it's like one of those like KOA, camper style campgrounds, right? Okay. So you got hookups and stuff.
Yep.
But then they have a public bathroom and they have public showers and stuff. And I'm in there taking a shower, and in those, they always have like open windows.
Yep.
For airflow and those things. And so I'm and I'm, I look up, I was washing my hair, and when I had hair, and I look up at the shower head, washing my face off, and I just glanced, and then I was like, that wasn't a shower head. I look up, and this thing is literally hanging off of this shower head, and then it falls, and I think it's gonna come and hit me, so I jump. And then the thing opens its wings and flies right at me.
Oh my God!
I'm in there swatting around, butt ass naked. Oh my God! What the hell is this? And I come out, and there's another family that the husband and wife and their kids, and he's got a couple girls, so the wife and the girls are going in to one side, and he's coming, and he's like, "Are you all right?" And I was like, "There's something flying around in there." And he comes in, and he looks, and I didn't know this, but they were all up on the top ledge of this shower area, right, because it's moist.
Yeah.
And there were hundreds of them.
Oh my God.
Hundreds of them. And he's like, "Oh, they're fine. They're just cockroaches."
Oh my God!
That thing was a small bird. It was dive bombing my head. It was dive bombing.
Why did we choose to talk about this? Every story, I'm like, gross. Fucking
They're
disgusting.
Huge. They're huge. They're massive.
Oh my God.
They're massive.
I can't imagine being butt naked, just taking a shower, like, "Ma!" It's getting swarmed by a fucking bat.
Getting assaulted by a freaking insect.
Oh my fucking God.
How do you file a police report on that? Which one did it? They all did it.
They all look the same.
They all did it.
Oh my God. The only thing close we have to that out here in Colorado is those little hissing beetles, and they don't even fuck with you. They'll jump onto you and last you and then...
But they do. They're kissing bugs.
So what do?
So kissing bugs, see, you're already on a roll, so you're not going to sleep tonight.
Yeah, exactly. So we're far past that point.
So what happens with those bugs is that when you're sleeping, they're attracted to CO2.
Okay.
So they get next to, they're called kissing bugs, they get next to your mouth. Well, then they'll bite you, right? And you actually get gnarly infections from their bites.
What?
So they're attracted to the CO2 coming out of your nose and your mouth. So when you wake up, when people wake up and they find them on their face, that's why they call kissing bugs, because they're literally on your face.
Oh my fucking God. Are you serious?
Yes. Yes, and down south, they're everywhere, and they cause all kinds of issues. All kinds of issues. So, yeah, have fun sleeping tonight.
Oh my God. I didn't even know that. I thought those things were harmless. I see them all the time.
Uh-oh.
That's fucking insane.
No. Let's not even talk about how many spiders you eat in your sleep every year.
Yeah. See, I've heard about that. I'm already over that. That's already been known as a fact for me since I was a child, that I eat spiders. You know, everyone eats, what is it?
You used to eat dirt.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, come on.
Exactly. And when I used to eat dirt, like, I used to shovel down dirt as a kid. My parents would literally find me hidden out in the backyard just... My mom said my diapers used to be filled with fucking dirt. And still to this day, that's my favorite smell in the world. After it rains and there's just a nice moist dirt,
Yep.
That's exactly what it tastes like.
Yeah.
Very minerally.
Yeah,
very good.
Well, they say that people, and you know what's funny is that a lot of pregnant women do that. They'll eat dirt because their bodies take over.
They want the minerals?
They want the minerals. Their bodies take over and they don't know why, but they'll eat dirt because of the minerals that are in the ground.
Interesting.
So, it's not that uncommon. I mean, some people like paste, some people like crayons, you just like dirt.
Right? I was never eating glue or bubbles or anything, so I think it did me for the better. Dude, fucking yesterday on the grass when we got home, there was a beetle on the fucking grass that had to be this fucking big.
Was it a big old black one?
It was just all black, big ass, just a giant black fucking beetle.
So it wasn't like a rhino beetle or anything like that?
I don't know. I don't know about bugs. I'm not sure. I could look up a picture and maybe know, but it was just, it looked like it had a decent amount of chompers on the front of it.
Right.
And just a fat black ass, huge beetle, probably fucking this big.
Right.
And I sat there and looked at it with a flashlight for a little while. I thought it was cool. I was hoping it wasn't like a stink bug that was about to blow up in my face or something. But
self-destruct.
Right? But after about 5 minutes of looking at it, I was like, yeet! I heard it off over in the yard. It's like, get the fuck out of my house.
I told you the other day, and that's what brought the conversation up for this topic, was I was in the garage, and I'm just sitting there having coffee, and the sun spider comes running in.
Yeah.
And for those of you who don't know what a sun spider is, look it up online and check them out. They are gnarly looking.
They look like little scorpions. They're terrifying.
And it was sizable. It was sizable.
Yeah.
And it came in, and then what freaked me out was it ran towards me, and then it stopped, right? And it raised its front legs up.
You were telling me those things can go 10 miles an hour?
Yeah, they can run up to 10 miles an hour.
Oh my God.
And its mandibles were open, right? And you could see this, and then another one jumped in after it, and then it was like, Mortal Kombat! And they were just getting it. And they were just going and going and going and going, and I was like, this is cool and all, but it's freaking me out.
Right?
So I picked them up and yeeted them both outside and get the fight out of here.
Get the fuck out of here. Take the fight outside, boys.
This is a respectable establishment.
I can't. And you said they were pretty decent size.
Oh, they were huge. They were like that. They were the biggest
size of a fucking cookie.
Yeah, they're the biggest I've seen in
God.
Colorado yet.
Yeah. The only ones I ever see in my room or at my house are literally like you know, not even a half an inch long.
Right.
They're tiny little guys.
These things are big.
That's fucking nuts.
And they're very territorial. So that's why I had to look it up, because I'm like, why would they be fighting? Well, they're territorial. And so one obviously was pissed that the other one was in his neighborhood.
He's like, this is my garage now. Like, oh, you think this is your garage? This is my fucking garage.
And they're not quiet. When they're actually going, you can hear them. You can hear the little legs hitting the ground.
Really?
You can hear them.
Little clicks and...
Well, not really little clicks, but you can hear their little bodies, like, bashing against each other.
Jesus.
Like, they wanted to kill each
They
other.
must have some fucking weight to them, then.
They weren't light, I'll tell you that. I mean, if you had stepped on them, they probably carried your ass outside. I'm floating. And that's what I was going to tell you. Again, down south, you're talking about these big-ass beetles, right? And I've seen those big beetles down in Alabama, and I tried to step on one. You damn need a car.
Really?
Because
you stomp once, you were like, what the fuck?
No, I mean, you stomp on it, and you feel it, and it does, and you
like rock.
and you hear it crunch, but then you're like, okay, it's dead, and you bring your foot up, and it looks up at you like, fuck you.
Hey,
and then,
what the fuck, guy?
Then it tries to take off again, and I'm like, ha! Look at it again. Are you done? Oh my god! Their little exoskeletons are strong.
That's crazy.
Are strong.
That's fucking bizarre.
You would think with the abdomen that big, it would just squish.
Yeah, it'd be too wide.
No.
That's scary.
No.
Why did we choose this topic? I'm not going to sleep tonight. God damn it, we gotta get the fuck out of here. Unless the next round's on you guys.
We gotta go.
Cheers.
That does it for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe to, you know, that show.